Do your little toes go numb? Do you get blisters on the sides of your feet? Or does your foot spill over the edge of the sole? Then you've got wide feet, and these are the 6 best running shoes for 2026 that actually fit them in a true extra wide 4E. Not totally sure? Here's the quick check. Stand on a sheet of paper, trace around your foot, and measure the widest part. If that's wider than the bottom of your shoe, you need a wider fit. And the fit you want is 4E. Width goes D for regular, 2E for wide, and 4E for extra wide. The widest most brands make. Every shoe here comes in it. So let's get to them, starting with the best overall. First, the best overall, the New Balance Fresh Foam X 1080 version 15. It's New Balance's flagship cushion trainer, and it has the widest fit range here. Regular, wide 2E, and extra wide 4E. It costs $170, weighs about 250 grams, has a 40mm stack with a 6mm drop, and it's a soft, neutral daily trainer. This year, New Balance swapped in a brand new foam called Infineon, so the 1080 is lighter and bouncier than it's ever been. And with that full-width ladder, from regular all the way to 4E extra wide, almost any foot gets a proper fit. This is the one I'd point most wide-footed runners to first. Quick pros and cons. It's soft, light, and bouncy with the widest fit range here. The downsides, at $170, it's not cheap, and the new foam isn't quite as long-lasting as the old fresh foam. Buy it if you want one soft, do-everything daily shoe that comes in a genuinely wide fit. For most people with wide feet, start here. Next, the value workhorse, the New Balance 880 version 15. Same wide fit range, regular, 2E, and 4E, but cheaper and tougher. It's $140, about 280 grams, a 38mm stack with a 6mm drop, and it still uses New Balance's reliable Fresh Foam X. It's firmer and more durable than the 1080, and $30 cheaper, the kind of shoe that just quietly racks up the miles. And like its bigger brother, it comes in the full ladder up to 4E, so wide and extra wide feet are completely covered. The 880's pros. It's durable, dependable, $30 cheaper, and comes in the full 4E range. The cons. It's firmer and a bit heavier, so it's less fun than the 1080. But it just keeps going. Buy it if you want a no-nonsense, hard-wearing daily trainer in an extra-wide fit without paying flagship money. Third, the safe classic, the Brooks Ghost 17. It's the shoe running stores hand to almost everyone, and it comes in 4 widths all the way up to 4E extra wide. It's $150, about 285 grams, a 36mm stack, and this year a slightly lower 10mm drop. Underfoot is nitrogen-infused DNA loft foam, which makes the Ghost smooth, soft, and completely drama-free. There's no weird feel and no learning curve, and Brooks offers it in narrow, regular, wide, and extra wide, so wide feet are fully covered. For the Ghost, the pros are simple. It's smooth, foolproof, and comes in 4 widths up to 4E. The cons? It's a little heavy, and it's not the softest or springiest shoe here. It's just reliable. Buy it if you want the safest, most reliable daily shoe and you never want to think about your feet hurting again. Fourth, the plush pick, the ASICS Gel-Nimbus 27. If you want maximum softness, this is it, and ASICS makes an official extra-wide 4E version. It's $165, about 300 grams, with a tall 43mm stack and an 8mm drop, properly cushioned. That big stack of FF Blast Plus foam with pure gel makes every landing feel pillow soft, which is perfect for long, easy, and recovery runs. And because the extra wide is an official ASICS model with its own product page, the 4E fit is properly dialed in, not an afterthought. The Nimbus Pros. It's wonderfully soft, premium, and has an official 4E. The cons. At around 300 grams, it's heavy, it's one of the priciest, and it's not built for speed. It's a cruiser, not a racer. Buy it if you want the softest, most protective cushioning for easy miles in a true extra-wide fit. Fifth, the support shoe, the ASICS Gel-Kayano 32. This is the one for wide feet that also roll inward. It adds gentle stability, and it too comes in an official 4E. It's $165, about 300 grams, a 40mm stack, and this year a lower 8mm drop. It uses the same soft FF Blast Plus foam as the Nimbus, but adds support built right into the midsole. So if your ankles collapse inward or your old shoes wear out on the inside edge, the Kayano guides your foot back while still feeling plush, and it does it in an extra-wide fit. Kayano Pros. It gives you support that's soft instead of stiff, plus an official 4E fit. The cons? It's heavy, and you only really need it if your feet roll inward. If they don't, save your money and get a neutral shoe. Buy it if you have wide feet and need a bit of support without giving up comfort. And last, the most cushioned of all, the Hoka Bondi 9. It's the biggest, most protective stack here, and Hoka makes it in regular, wide, and extra wide 4E. It's $170, about 300 grams, with a huge 43mm stack and a low 5mm drop. This year's Bondi switched to a new supercritical foam, so it's softer and smoother than the old one while still feeling planted. If your feet and joints just want the absolute most protection underfoot, nothing here beats it. And now it fits wide and extra wide feet too. And the Bondi. Pros: it's the most cushioned, most protective shoe here, with a new softer foam and a 4E option. Cons: it's tall and heavy, the low 5mm drop takes adjusting to, and you lose some feel for the ground. Buy it if you want maximum marshmallow soft cushioning for long days on your feet in an extra wide fit. Now a few tips to nail the fit. The biggest mistake people make? Don't buy a longer shoe just to get more width. You only get a sloppy heel and you trip on the extra length. Get the right length in a wider fit. A proper wide shoe gives your toes room to spread out, which is what stops black toenails and that pinched feeling late in a long run. And if a shoe is close but a little tight across the middle, skip one of the middle eyelets when you lace it. It's a free trick that opens up the fit without changing size. Widths also aren't identical across brands. A New Balance 4E runs a little deeper than an ASICS 4E, so if you're right on the edge, try both. But every shoe on this list is genuinely generous. And it's worth knowing why wide shoes are so hard to find. Brands build most shoes on one medium width mold to save money. So these 6, which all offer a true 4E, are the genuine exceptions. And getting width wrong isn't harmless. Year after year, a too narrow shoe can lead to bunions, nerve pain, and bruised toenails. The right width is honestly injury prevention, not a luxury. And if you wear orthotics or thick insoles, you need the width even more because the insole eats into your room. A roomy 4E gives both your insole and your foot the space they actually need. And if even 4E feels tight, you've got a high-volume foot. New Balance's 4E tends to run the deepest of all, and a proper fitting at a running store is your best next move. But for most wide feet, these 6 are the answer. So there's your short list. 6 great running shoes that all come in a real extra-wide 4E fit. The New Balance 1080 if you want the best all-rounder, the 880 to save money, and the Brooks Ghost 17 for the safest, most foolproof choice. Then, the ASICS Nimbus 27 for the plushest cushioning, the Kayano 32 if you also need support, and the Hoka Bondi 9 for the most protective ride you can buy. Quick way to choose: wide feet and a normal stride? Get the New Balance 1080. Wide feet that roll inward? Get the Kayano 32. Want the most cushioning possible? The Bondi 9. And on a budget, the 880. Whatever you pick, get your width right. It fixes blisters, numb toes, and sore feet, often overnight. Subscribe for full reviews of every shoe on this list, and I'll see you on the next run.